Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the 58th episode of the FC24 Youth Academy series with Charlton Athletic. So last episode we played through the October games. We went undefeated, but we picked up two annoying draws in the Champions League. We're looking to rectify that this episode. If we take a look at the games that we have to play for this episode, we have to play Watford, Nottingham, Almeria, Fulham, United, and Dortmund. I am looking to sim a lot of games this episode, so we're gonna get well into December by the time we're done with this video. And before we continue, I just want to show you guys the league table. We're currently top after 10 games. We're 1 point ahead of Arsenal and 7 points ahead of third place Aston Villa. Okay, so your player of the episode for episode 57 was the new boy Sasha Iwolo. Honestly, he was absolutely the protagonist for all the games that we played. He's just all around such a great player. I can't find a single weakness in his game. He is so good at passing, crossing, and finishing, as well as dribbling, and he's got good pace to work with. I'm so happy we brought him to the club from France. He was playing in Lyon, and when I looked at the player, I just knew that he'd be someone that I'd want to bring to Charlton. I've barely increased his stats. I've mainly given him a boost to his potential, which now sits at 85. Alright, so we've got this cup game. It's the round of 16 in the Carabao Cup, so we're getting along nicely in this tournament. I'm looking to win this, but we are going to be simming the match with our full strength side. So yeah, this is the starting 11. And Yeni, Guzmao, Iwolo as our three attackers, Madigan, Ganyan, and Gilzin as our midfielders, Balkan, Antunes, Naholo, Segore as our defenders, and Anamdi as the keeper. Let's get straight into the quick sim. Oh no, you're kidding. We actually go out. We go out on pens. We had 63% possession with 14 shots at their goal, and yet we allowed them to score twice. That is not a good way to start. Okay guys, so we've got the final scouting update from India, and unfortunately there isn't a player that I'm interested in this batch, so we're gonna move on from the country. Okay, we're now sending Adam Daly to Cameroon for any type of player. Alright guys, the next match is against Nottingham Forest, of course. They sit rock bottom in the league, and they haven't picked up a win in the last 5 matches that they've played. Let's take a look at their generated players. First up here is Mehmet Arslan. This guy was playing in the Turkish league. He was one of the best Turkish players in that division, and it's nice to see that Nottingham Forest have picked him up. Next is Risto Hautala, who we've seen before, an 81 rated Finnish winger. Tony Koffel still at the club. The Swiss CDM is now 80 rated. David Murua is a new signing, I believe. He's a Costa Rican keeper. He's 81 rated. Okay guys, so the team is unchanged. Although Watford beat us on penalties, I would feel most comfortable if our best players started this game, since we are quick simming it. So let's get into the result, and we end up drawing. Bo Taverner comes on and scores. That is a strange result. Okay, now we are facing Almeria again in the Champions League group stage. Like I showed you guys last episode, I believe, their attack is very good. They have Alan Peterlin starting at striker for them. He's a fantastic player. We have to be wary of him, as well as Khalil and Agia in defense. Those guys were really good against us when we played them. Okay, I'm not going to go over Almeria's generated players since we just faced them. So we're going to go over the starting 11, which has absolutely no change. We're going with the same team that drew against Nottingham and lost to Watford. I know those two results are kind of disappointing, but this is our best team. And when I play with them, I know that I can get the best out of them. Let's get into this Champions League away night. It's Almeria versus Charlton Athletic. Wait, that's a good cross. Oh, that is a really stretched save that Nnamdi has to pull out. The dribbling here is Madueke. A great tackle by Segore. We will escape. That was absolutely great defending. Oh, good work. Nelson Guzmao looking to find Abelard and Yeni. Here's Abelard having to shrug off the defender. Puts him off just enough to miss a golden chance. The fullback looking for a cross, but Saskar Naholo is there to clear. Oh, Yakuba Segore finds Sasha Iwolo as well. We've beaten Khalil here. Here's Sasha Iwolo taking on the man, going for goal. More Gilzin into Abelard and Yeni's path. Oh, he's dribbling really well here. Is Abelard and Yeni. That's saved by Trafford. Wait, decent pass there. Abelard and Yeni's header off of the corner. That was close. Lamar Gilzin keep up. No. They are keeping the ball really well. Good work by Bobby Madigan. Can find Abelard and Yeni, and we have our opener. They made it look really easy. Bobby Madigan was roaming wide, and he took his man on, causing havoc on the byline, and Abelard was positioned perfectly. That's like a training ground goal right there. Ooh, good work by Jordan Balkan. We have found Abelard and Yeni here. Here's Abelard. The slide tackle was timed to perfection, and it may have just saved Almeria's night. Yes! What a press! Here's Abelard and Yeni. He can find... Lamar Gilzine has missed it. Here's Nevenzel. He was just brought on. He's already causing havoc. And here's Wesley Liang off the bench. Too easy, guys. It's too easy. We've essentially just secured the 3 points right there. Our 2 substitutes coming off of the bench to cause their chaos and to snatch another goal for us on the counter. Lamar Gilzine. Here's Wesley Liang. Here's Wesley. He's got his second. This guy, whenever he comes off the bench, is fantastic. Opposition defenses are terrified of Wesley Liang whenever he doesn't start. Alright guys, that is the end of the match. Charlton Athletic pick up a 3-0 victory here in Spain. Almeria ultimately not strong enough to withstand our attacks. It was a tightly contested match until we found an opener with Abelard and Yeni, and we never really looked back after that. Okay guys, our next opponents are Fulham in the Premier League. They currently sit in 17th place. They have picked up a win in their last match, but other than that, it's been pretty poor form. Let's take a look at their generated players. First up here is Valdo Gary, the 82 rated Swiss midfielder. Next is Paul Geldhoff, the 82 rated Belgian left midfielder. Dylan Goddard here was purchased from Nottingham Forest. He's the Northern Irish 79 rated center back. Next is Fabian Colton, the 78 rated Polish center back. Nicolo Marchione is another Swiss player, the 83 rated left midfielder. Eduardo Peñalosa is the Mexican striker who is 84 rated. Dennis Rebello, our former player who we sold in the summer, is 82 rated. He's still not the fastest, but his dribbling is very good. Alright guys, you know the drill so far. We're simming this match, so we're staying with the strongest team out there. Let's get straight into the result. And we end up losing 2-1 to Fulham. That is not surprising. However, we did end up with more possession and more shots, so that is very hard to take. Alright guys, the final report from Paraguay has just come in, and these guys are still disappointing, so I'm not going to sign anyone from this nation. Okay guys, moving on to our next opponents, we're facing Manchester United. Despite some good business in the summer, they are currently sitting in 18th place in the league. It's a ridiculous position for United to be in, considering their squad. Let's take a look at their generated players. First up here is Solana Brandao, who's now 85 rated as a Brazilian winger. He's become a very good player. Next is Enrico Grasso, who's an 82 rated Italian left winger. Next is Mathieu Higuet, who was purchased from PSV in the summer. He is 85 rated as a French center back. Tahar Ismail is still at the club. He's an 86 rated Iranian striker. Dexter Landau is 80 rated as a Jamaican center back. Eduardo Moro is an 83 rated Portuguese keeper. Mamadou Achere was purchased from Almeria in the summer. He's an 86 rated Ghanaian right back. Edgardo Rieja is an 86 rated Paraguayan midfielder. And James Yarwood is a 77 rated English center back. Alright guys, nothing else to report. We're still going with the strong team, but I really hope that we get the right result here. If things turn sour against United, I might have to end up playing some of these games. And we end up losing 1-0 to United. Hoyland scores in the 5th minute, and we weren't able to do anything. Alright guys, a scouting update from Albania has just come back. There is one player to look at here, but he's not good enough to promote, so we're gonna have to wait another month. Okay guys, our next match is against Dortmund, and don't worry, we are gonna be playing it, so we're not gonna automatically drop points because of a quick sim. I'm not going to go over the generated players in detail, but just know that Joachim de Liechtenstein right back is going to be starting. Okay guys, let's take a look at the starting 11 for this game. We have made 2 changes, and they're both coming in defense, so we're bringing Mohsin Fala and Jordi Stepanic in at left back and left center back to replace Jordan Balkan and Denny Antonez. I'm just doing it to keep these guys happy, and I do want to see them feature in the Champions League. Not sure what to do after this once we have more league games. I want to keep quick simming them because we had such a strong start in the Premier League, but we're rapidly dropping points, and Arsenal are not going to be forgiving when it comes down to it at the end of the season. Let's just get into this match though. If we pick up a win here against Dortmund, we secure a qualification into the knockout stages of the Champions League in February. Can find Yakuba Sogore here. Goes inside. Here's Lamar Gilzine. Goes for goal, and that is wide of the post. Here's Dortmund, and there is the tackle of the game by Stepanic. We are working so hard here. Here's Abelard and Yeni, and Schlotterbeck stops the move. That is misplaced. We need Issa Namdi to come out here. And that's not convincing enough. Hold on, I just realized that Dortmund have a red card. Dortmund have a red card, and they've scored. Now, I do remember there was a tackle and a foul that was committed earlier in the game, but I had no idea that it was a sending off. I just skipped through it. That's even worse to find out right now. We just conceded after that. And here's Bobby Madigan trying to find Nelson Guzmão in the middle. Good dribbling here. by Abelard and Yeni. He's going to get a shot away, and we've got our equalizer. Great control by the German, going up against several defenders there. But to be honest, the pass from Bobby Madigan to Nelson Guzmão allowed the space for Abelard to work in. We need to get this ball back. We need to score another. This game needs to be won by us. Great press here. Bobby Madigan. Oh, there's a lot of space for him here. There's Bobby Madigan. Oh, he doesn't have the finish, and Abelard doesn't have it either. That is a despicable way to throw away that chance. Good work here, though. Oh my gosh, Schlotterbeck. Can these defenders calm down? Oh, good passing. Here's Abelard and Yeni. It's a save by Kobel.
Huh?
Wait, that's a mistake. Here's Abelard and Yeni. Here's Abelard. He has to score this. He's bailed us out here tonight. In Dortmund, we've got 2 goals here. We were struggling to make our influence on the game. And there was a mistake by a Dortmund defender, very reminiscent of Sapanic's mistake, which led to the first goal of this game. We've been bailed out. That is the end of the match, guys. The ref has called it. The Dortmund fans are not happy with this result. And I'm sure they're sneering about the red card that their team received. We've got to take what's given to us. We struggled, but we adapted. We got our 2 goals, thankfully. And we come away with the 3 points here to secure Champions League knockout qualification. Okay, we've got a monthly scouting update from Cameroon. No player to report on here, so we move on. Okay, guys, our next opponents are Burnley. They sit in 15th place. They lost their last match, and they haven't really picked up many wins in the last 5 games. Let's go over their generated players. First up here is Emil Alving, the 78 rated Dutch CDM, is 19 years old at 5'9". Next is Elias Al-Jarari, the Moroccan 79 rated left midfielder. Rustam Gachaferi used to play for Leeds. He now plays for Burnley. He's from Albania, and he is an 83 rated holding midfielder. Next is Ollie Laverty, the Northern Irish 78 rated keeper. Ramon Morientes plays for Burnley. He's 84 rated now as a Spanish midfielder. Hassan Mpami is a Senegalese 78 rated center back. Papi Nlandu is the 77 rated center midfielder from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Hugo Porcel is the 79 rated Argentinian left back. Alright, guys, again, this may be my last attempt to use this strong team in the quick sim, but we're gonna try it again. It's Burnley versus Charlton Athletic in the quick sim, and we end up losing, so I may have just thrown away the Premier League title. That's on me, I guess. Okay, guys, our next opponents are West Ham. They've won their last 4 matches. They're in great form. Let's take a look at their generated players. First up here is Obi Chijioke, who just transferred to West Ham from Leicester City in the summer. He's 85 rated as a Nigerian holding midfielder. Next up is Haijo Yosef, the Hungarian striker, is 80 rated. Martin Lopez is a Portuguese keeper who's 80 rated. Here is the 83 rated Greek left midfielder Zacharias Tsachakos. Alright, guys, we are sticking with the same team that we played with in the 2 Champions League wins that we got in this episode. We are in very poor form in the Premier League now. We've dropped way too many points because of the simulations. I am pretty annoyed about it now, and I'm starting to really regret it. I'm gonna keep trying it for the really low-end games, but when it comes to mid-table clashes, I don't have any trust in this game. We're gonna go ahead and play this game against West Ham. It's Charlton Athletic versus West Ham at the Valley. The dribbling here by Sasha Ewolo, looking to find Bobby Madigan, and that is great defending. It would have ended up in a goal. There's a chance for West Ham. Wasn't really convinced there was a good enough angle to find the goal, but it's a shot that Nandi has to save. Nelson Guzmão can find Abelard and Yeni. He's going to dribble, and he's going to find a chance for us. That is not a good finish. I'm looking at the near post, and he's just shot that kind of centrally. Good passing here by West Ham, and that's a good save by Issa Namdi. Here's Nelson Guzmão, Abelard and Yeni, to Sasha Ewolo. West Ham were ready, though. Jordan Balkan inside. Here's Lamar Gilzine. That's a good save by Odero. Sasha Ewolo with the delivery. What? Obi Chijioke with the best clearance you'll see. This guy has just cleared it again. What is going on? Sasha Ewolo, good dribbling. Here's Nelson Guzmão. Oh, that is sublime. We used every single inch of space that we could there. Our IQ in that sequence was top-notch as a collective. Look at this passing. Look at the decision-making, the touch, and the finish. West Ham had no chance in that situation. We have our opener here. It's a decent finish by our Portuguese winger. Need to find someone else here. Here's Sasha Ewolo going for goal. It's well wide. That's a penalty. We just conceded a penalty with Bobby Madigan. We couldn't get a hold of the ball, and we got a little bit frustrated in our attempt to get it back. Here's Ricardo Pepi. I'm going to go to my right, and that is a perfect penalty. Good work by Nelson Guzmão. Here's Nelson Guzmão. Does he have the help? He's got a shot, and it's saved. Here's Bobby Madigan. It's opening up. Good shot, and it's saved. Bobby Madigan stepping up for this free kick. There's a Sasko Naholo. The captain stepped up. The captain has scored. It is so gratifying scoring from a set piece in this game. Bobby Madigan with an inch-perfect pass to Sasko Naholo, and the Namibian rises up above the rest, and he snatches his goal. We may just take all 3 points here. All right, that is the end of the match. Yes, the Charlton fans are rejoicing. That is a very hard-earned 3 points. West Ham United came here to play. They defended really well against us, and they got a goal as well. But Sasko Naholo getting his goal was truly special, and we can go home happy in the league for the first time in a little bit. Okay, guys, I believe this is going to be our final opponents for this episode. We are facing Chelsea, who sit in 13th place. They picked up a win in their last match. Let's take a look at their generated players. First up here is Matias Alferez, the 6-foot Spanish 82 rated right back, is new to the team. Next up is Deliver Alihodzic. This guy used to play for Blackburn Rovers. He then moved on to Dortmund, and then Chelsea bought him in the summer. He's now 85 rated. We used to play this guy when we were in the championship, so it's really cool to see this guy in the Premier League for a good team. Next up is Ephraim Barakat, the 84 rated left winger from Brunei. Mustafa Hachini still at the club. The 86 rated Moroccan 6'7" center back is a very good player. Takafumi Ichigawa was purchased from PSV Eindhoven, I believe. He's 83 rated as a Japanese striker. Okay, guys, this is the starting 11 we're fielding against Chelsea. We're bringing Mohsen Fala at left back and Kahuna Mogo at left center back to replace Jordan Balkan and Denny Antunes, just for some team rotation. The rest of the team stays the same. I'm really hoping that we get a good victory here against Chelsea. It's going to be tough regardless of their league form. They have a good squad, but we really need the points to start catching up to Arsenal, who sit at the top of the table. Let's get straight into this game. It's Chelsea versus Charlton Athletic. Nelson Guzmão breaking really well, and Abelard and Yeni had a clean shot at Alihodzic. Another corner kick, and that's saved by Alihodzic. Good work here is Lamar Gilzine. He's got a lot of space and time. There's Lamar Gilzine. It's not a goal, but they have cleared it. Nelson Guzmão didn't get the goal, but Bobby Madigan is able to follow up. Too much pressure at the back for Chelsea. And here's Bobby Madigan scoring yet again in this season. He's been quite good for us. Alihodzic started well, but he's getting kind of pulled back by Nelson Guzmão there. He kind of falls on him. Looks a bit like a foul to me. Good work. Abelard and Yeni. Good dribbling. Abelard and Yeni, and that's just going to be another goal. It's just too easy. Too much space, too much time. When you give Abelard and Yeni that many resources, he's going to deliver for you. Oh, Sasha Wolo. He's won it here for Abelard and Yeni. And here's Nelson Guzmão. Alihodzic can't do anything about that. Too much pace and power from the Portuguese winger. And we have our third goal of the game before halftime.
Nope.
Mohsen Fala. Oh, that is excellent. The Iranian has had a good game. Oh, the pressure. The pressure on Destiny Udogie is ridiculous. Here's Sasha Wolo into Abelard and Yeni's path. Good effort. Cross comes in. Abelard and Yeni. It looked like destiny and not Udogie. It was the fate of 4 goals before halftime here. Our attack is absolutely on fire right now. This is exactly what I wanted from the team. Nope, that is not going to work. Yakuba Sagore's got too much pace and power for you. Oh, Yakuba Sagore. He's having an all-time performance right now. He does give it away, though. Here's Chelsea. That's a goal. No, the only reason I passed it with Yakuba Sagore was because I thought Sasha Iwola was wide open. He wasn't. If I had that vision, I never would try that pass. There goes our clean sheet. Here's Abelard and Yeni trying Alihodzic again. There's Mohsen Fala again. It's not worked out, and they're going to get another chance. A great slide tackle by Sasko Naholo. Here's Kahuna Mogo giving it away instantly. Ichigawa passing it to Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea have a second, and I'm very furious with our passing at the back. Great work here. Here's Abelard and Yeni. Doesn't have much stamina left, but he's going to get this chance for himself. There's Abelard and Yeni. I believe that is a hat-trick. This guy has been so good for us in this episode. It's typical from our German striker. He's going to find the back of the net. Still trying to beat his man. Here's Sasha Wolo going for goal. That was close. Kuba Segore. Actually, a great cross to Sean Ayala. A shame it's not on target. All right, that's going to do it, guys. A pretty chaotic game in the end. We win 5-2 here at Stamford Bridge. Ridiculously good first half, and we showed the same levels of dominance in the second, but our pass accuracy and complacency got to us, and Chelsea scored 2 goals that should not have gone in. We should not have allowed them to have scored. We did get another, but disappointing not to get a clean sheet. Thankfully, we got a hat-trick with Avellard and Yenny, though. That's what makes the ending a bit better. Okay guys, right before we end this episode, I do want to quick sim this final Champions League group stage match against Bodo Glimt. They've lost their last 5 matches, but I know that they're doing really well in the Norwegian league. Their team is far worse than ours though, so let's get straight into the quick sim. We're essentially changing everybody in the first team. The only starters that have stayed in this game are Lamar Gilzine and Issa Namdi. Let's get into this result. And we end up losing 2-0. Our form in the quick sim this episode has been truly cursed. I don't think there's a better word for it. Alright guys, it looks like that loss ensures that we finish the group in second place, even though we have the best goal difference. That loss against Bodo Glimt makes absolutely no sense. They were by far the worst team in our group and should never have had a sniff at our goal. So now we get to face one of the best teams in Spain. Villarreal are a very good team. They have one of the best generated players in the entire save. I'll show you guys him right now. Just a little sneak peek at what's coming in the round of 16 in February. We have to face Pierre Colongo. He's 90 rated as a 6'2" Belgian right winger. 97 pace. This guy is a monster. Jordan Balkan is going to have to face his Belgian compatriot, and I hope we come out on top. This guy is ridiculous. All right, guys, that is the end to this episode. We've simmed a lot of matches in this episode, and we lost every single one of them except the Nottingham Forest fixture. So that's 6 games simmed, 5 of those being losses. I have no idea how that happened. I think we got incredibly unlucky because last season we did a lot of simming and we had nothing like these results. I'll still experiment with the simming, but if that continues, I'm just gonna have to keep playing the games myself. Anyways, we picked up good wins against Chelsea and West Ham, and of course we won the 2 games against Almeria and Dortmund to secure qualification for the knockout stage in the Champions League. Looking ahead at the next games we have to play, we are finishing the month of December, so we're going to be playing Arsenal, which is a huge match. Then we have to play Tottenham. The game is against Bournemouth and Wolves. I am considering simming, but I may have to revisit that idea. Then we have the January games, a cup game against Luton Town, which I do feel comfortable simming with. I probably will be playing Brighton, and I probably will be simming Brentford. Anyways, this is what the league table looks like after all that action. We're sitting in 3rd right now. We are 1 point off top, and we face Arsenal, who are right above us in the next episode. We need a win against them. I really would like a good result to kind of balance all of those poor simulation results that we got. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like on it. Leave any suggestions you have for the series down below in the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't miss out on any future videos that I'm going to be posting. Stay tuned for more content, guys. I'll be seeing you in the next video.